with a harrowing tale, a barrage of bullets and a woman playing dead to keep from being killed. The Dearborn Heights woman is recovering in the hospital now. She's lost her hand, but thankfully not her life. She says her ex-boyfriend opened fire on her home. She tried to dodge, but was hit several times, and her fiance was also wounded. Fox 2's Camila Mary spoke with her about what could have been deadly.
Opened the screen door, and he just started shooting his gun, his AR-15. It was just shots everywhere.
It was Sunday morning, May 18th. Darshell Evans was getting ready to make breakfast for herself and her fiance when she says her ex-boyfriend walked into the house. Evans lives on Waddell Street in Dearborn Heights.
He just came in shooting. He didn't say anything. He didn't have any words. He just came in blazing, gunfire. That's all I seen is gunfire.
Evans' fiance is shot in the leg and yet is able to run away. But Evans is shot several times.
He was trying to shoot me in my head, and then I blocked it with my right hand, which caused the amputation of my right hand. And once he did that, I had to play like I was dead just so he would stop shooting.
Later that afternoon in Detroit, police arrested Evans' ex-boyfriend, Ashante Linnelly Ramon McAfee.
He just wanted me back. He was just like one of those type of people, like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you.
And in the 6 years they were together,
you know, maybe like a push or a shove or something like that, but never to the point where I had to call the police on them.
Evans isn't sure when she'll be getting out of the hospital. Eventually, she'll be getting a prosthetic hand and will have to learn how to navigate life with it.
I just take it one day at a time. That's all I can do is take it one day at a time, and I still have nightmares. I still have flashbacks. I just take it one day at a time. That's all I can do.
A GoFundMe has been set up to help Evans. If you would like to donate, we'll be putting a link on our website, fox2detroit.com.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Exhausted Truth, where I am your host, and I'm very exhausted from always having to tell the goddamn truth. But hey, someone's got to do it. All right. Hey, listen, y'all seen the video, all right? If this isn't one of the greater examples we have in this world about how someone's past matters, or at least very well has a high likely of mattering in the present and the future, right? Now, again, I know women get this a lot with like body count and you know, just being judged on their past decisions, right? And men are judged on their past decisions in different ways, but usually when it comes to relationships, women are the most judged on their past. Now, how you feel about that is neither here nor there. The fact of the matter is, though, is that sometimes I feel men get too caught up, most of the time, men get too caught up on the number of bodies and not about, and I'm not saying, you know, men shouldn't have like some type of stigma on a certain amount of body counts. It's just when you get so caught up on the body count and you're less worried about the quality of the bodies. See, this becomes the issue, right? Because you can have a woman who has had 3 bodies, right? She slept with 3 men, but each one of those men were fucking psychopaths, right? That past, even though it's only 3, is going to affect you, in my opinion, will affect you far more and has a much higher likelihood of affecting you in actuality, in the present and in the future. If you were to hook up with that girl with those 3 maniac fucking past men that she's been with. Whereas you could hook up with a girl with 30 bodies, right? Now some men are like, oh God, 30. But I'm just saying for this example, however you feel about a woman that slept with 30 men, however you feel, rather you don't give a shit and it's not that bad, or you're not messing with that. Regardless, there's a high likelihood that those 30 bodies never ever end up on your doorstep, raining bullets through your fucking home, versus the chick who's got 3 psychopath, ex-con, prisoner type, mentally challenged type motherfuckers that she's been messing with, right? I'm just saying, the quality matters. The 30 versus the 3. The 3 could be psychopaths and they could come see your ass when you're fucking with their woman, right? That they still think is their woman. They do still think that. They're crazy motherfuckers out there that still think You know, they've been in prison for 5 years. Ain't seen this bitch. Ain't even got so much as a letter from this bitch. But you try telling them that, right? Now you say, well, they'll end up back in prison. Well, no shit. But that's not going to stop them from doing what they're doing. On the back end, you got the 30 bodies. You might not ever see those dudes. She might have slept with a few in high school, a few in college, a few throughout her fucking 20s. They're all spread out, and she's never seen them. She's never really heard from them. She had one guy that was a couple guys that were a little weird, but she hasn't heard from them in years. Right? You don't end up in this situation, though. So all I'm saying is just because a chick says she has a low body count doesn't mean that you can avoid this situation. Right? So this brings me back to my main point, is that your past matters. Right? Now it's more, but what I will say, it's more about what in that past particularly you're paying the most attention to, right? If she's got a baby daddy, you know the dude's a fucking maniac. You got this other chick who doesn't have a baby daddy, but she's slept with like 40 dudes or whatever. She doesn't even, you might go you might go neither one. That is an option. I don't want to end this video without saying that. That's an option. But if you want one of the two and you choose to go with the chick that's got a higher body count, because the chick with the lower body count's got this motherfucker.
Shantae Lindell, Ramon McAfee.
He just
shooting up your house. Still thinking it's his woman. So, you tell me, y'all. Which one would you rather deal with? To be honest with you, I don't care. I'll put myself out here, right? I would either go the chick with the higher body count or the chick with or outside of the realms of either one of them. That's where I would go. Just personally. I don't care how you feel about it. I could give a damn. But you put yourself out there and tell us, what would you do? Anyway, y'all, until next time, that's my time, and peace out.